I thought this box would never arrive, guys. So I thought I was going to have to dispute it on my credit card, to be honest with you. We're going to talk about it. This is the Fall 2025 Curateur Box. We're going to discuss, do I think it is worth it to continue or not? And what are my future plans? Let's do a little review. See everything in person. We've already discussed the spoilers for it. So if that interests you, stick around and we'll dive right on into opening it. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Okay, so I know that my last video, I was in my brand new studio, and here I am back at home again. I even have my little Bruce Wayne sleeping away right next to me. I will probably still be filming some from home, some at the studio. It just depends on the day. Today, this box just happened to come in at the very last minute before I'm heading out of town. And because I'm kind of on a tight schedule, oh, I'm disturbing poor little Bruce Wayne. He's like, Mama, I was sleeping so peacefully. Anyway, before I head out, I thought, let me go ahead and film it while I'm here. I don't know if I'm going to have time to run up to the studio or not. If I do run to the studio, I will do some try-ons, maybe with the purse especially. But I just decided I'm going to go ahead and film from here. And I know that you guys are going to want to see Bruce Wayne and some of the other kitties and the puppy, the dog, here and there as well. You would miss them too much if I didn't sometimes still film from home. So we'll see if he makes any appearances, if any of them make appearances. All right, let's talk about the Curateur Box. This is my most expensive subscription box. It's like $125 a quarter. And I've loved it because of the style in it. I would get so excited about it. It just feels very bougie. It is always styled very much like me. Sometimes it even pushes my limits on style to where like I discover things I might not have picked before, but then when I see it and I wear it, I'm like, oh wow, this is incredible. And I would get so many compliments on everything that I get in this box. So I've been staying with it. I know there's been a lot of critiques on it because of the price and like not feeling like you get as much for your dollar in this box. I think that is true compared to some, especially like FabFitFun, which is also a lifestyle box where you get a little bit of everything and you get to 100% customize that one. And it's cheaper than this one, you know, and you're getting more in it. You're getting 6 items in that one. This one, you usually get about 5 items. 2 of them usually are customizable items. So you're picking between colors or something. Whereas with like FabFitFun, Ipsy those, which are more, Ipsy's more beauty, FabFitFun is your lifestyle one. So that's the one I kind of compare to this one. You don't have to pick between just shades or a little style in a jewelry piece. You're picking between just all kinds of different items. So I definitely feel like the value is a lot more there in something like FabFitFun than in this one. But I just really loved the high-end style of this box. This box, I'm not gonna lie, when I saw the spoilers, I wasn't feeling it quite as much. I did really love the purse. I had a conversation with some of you guys. We were kind of mixed though in the spoilers, and some of y'all did not love the purse and others did, including myself. I honestly got it for the purse. I'm a big sucker for purses. But since I've gotten a few other pieces and I've been waiting for so long, I don't know, I'm not as thrilled. Okay, sorry, that just fell out. All right, let me hold it in place and you can kind of see what we experience as soon as we open the box. And then, so this was our kind of model and what we went from and all the things that are going to be in the box and your choices. So if you're new to Curateur, you've never heard of it before, real quick, I forgot to give you an intro. This is what used to be Rachel Zoe's Box of Style. So then it got renamed to Curateur. Now I just heard, I think one of you guys commented that she's actually leaving an association with this box following her divorce. And honestly, I was kind of drawn to it because of her. I've tried to find more info on it and I can't find anything that truly confirms it. So I don't want to share that as official news. I just heard that's a rumor, I guess. So we'll see. I don't know. All right. So anyway, this was Rachel Zoe's box. She's still, I think she's still associated with it though. And it's just renamed to Curateur right now, but I don't know what's happening with it from here on out. I'm not sure if those rumors are true or not. And then this is your like beauty and lifestyle box. So you usually get a couple of beauty items and then style pieces basically. So, and that's part of what I've loved it for, is that it's something different than all my beauty boxes that I do. And I do a lot of beauty boxes here on the channel, lots of subscriptions and whatnot. So it was just different and I'd get very excited for it. And you get 2 items you customize and 3 that they pick for you that kind of just stay fixed for everybody. So that's how it works. And then it's $125 per quarter, and you have different options. If you want to pay annually, which is a hefty fee, like for something, or if you want to pay quarterly. Now you can't skip, but you can, you know, if there's a month you're just not feeling, like I wasn't feeling this one quite as much. I looked into trying to skip and I couldn't, but you could get like a credit, and you can choose to use the credit, or like the amount you're spending, you could choose to spend on something in the store instead, or some things. But I'll be honest, everything in the store is highly expensive. So almost everything you pick that like I had my eye on, at least, I would have had to spend even more money on that item than what I've spent on the box. So not always the best option. Let's go ahead and go through the box, and then we'll talk more about a review on everything and shipping issues and this delayed shipping and all of that, and chat. So we start off with the bandana. This was one of our customization pieces. I do not wear bandanas. Oh, here is a kitty. Maybe Cheddar's interested. He's like, well, it has a leopard that looks like me. That's true. That's true, Cheddar. And that's why I picked this one. There were 2 to choose from. One was kind of a red color, and then this one has the cheetah. It's a cheetah or a leopard. I always forget. And one of y'all may have even told me before how to identify the difference. No, that's my daughter. My daughter tells me. I've let her down. So anyway, I think it's a cheetah maybe. Perfect. I'm going to be getting some cheetah shoes. So like loafer things that has cheetahs on them. So maybe this will go with it. But I just don't wear bandanas usually. I do, or like scarves, whatever. I think it's called a bandana. It's pretty short though, so it's kind of hard to wear it like a scarf, but you could still technically tie it to your purse, and they did that in the model picture. Like right here. I did like the look of that. So I could use it for that, I suppose. That's about all I would use it for, probably. So you know, this was just not something I was super into this time. And typically I found that most of the boxes, I have loved everything in them. So this is the first time I've really had like a moment about everything. All right, this second customization piece, this is one we customized too, wasn't it? I think, yeah, was the necklace. So I went with the layered pearl necklace is what I chose. So let's try it on. And I went with gold. I don't remember if it was a choice between gold and silver, or if it was, I think it was actually a choice between a necklace and earrings, might have been what it was. Yeah. Well, let's look. Yeah, it was between the necklace and the earrings. So like the drop earrings or this. So I chose the necklace, and it is very nice. Now, how do you get this kind of clasp open? I'm going to show you the clasp. Here it is. I've got it on, and it layers. You can adjust it to come down a little bit more. Yeah, that's really cute. Now, I don't have on the best shirt right now. I'm wearing a very casual tank top. I'm like in the middle of packing. But that gives you a feel for like where it is on the neckline and everything. I do like that. I think that's going to be gorgeous. And even with like a jean jacket too, I think it's going to layer very nicely with like a white top and jean jacket is what I'm picturing for this, with pearls. I just love that look. So like that. I'm going to save the purse for last. It's like the bulkiest thing in here. Let's look at some of the beauty products. We have this, everybody got this, I think, 8 Faces Brilliance Serum. Now, this is super high end. I've never tried it before, and I am curious about this. So this is a positive. We have the Lotus and Vitamin C, the Skin Brightener. So I am excited about that. I am hoping this is going to be a hit. I have been extremely happy with the skincare that I've gotten in the Curateur box. Here's what it looks like, and here's the back with like the eye on it, the sun. So I would be excited to try it. Okay, now I don't know what this is. It has sashi in it. Shashi, sorry, shashi. I feel like this is extra. I don't remember that we were getting this. What is this? They sent a little tennis bracelet. I don't remember that in the spoilers. Do you guys? And you know what? We had one of these, I thought, in one of our other boxes, didn't we? All right, let me look at the spoilers here. It does not have it on here. They put a little bonus in here. But I think I already own it. Yeah, I think I already own this because I think we got it one time in another box. But you know what? Did I pick the silver one? I might have the gold one to go with it. I don't know what this is for, guys. If you guys subscribe to this, let me know if you got this little extra bonus. That's odd. I wonder if it was... Sometimes they do like an extra little re-sign up bonus gift, or I don't know if they did that because they knew they were running late, so they gave us a freebie. I am not sure, but okay. That was not in the spoilers. That wasn't supposed to be part of the main box. All right, the next thing we chose was between two NARS palettes. I like NARS, but it's not cruelty free, so I kind of... this isn't the palette that I really wanted, a palette that I would have wanted, but I thought they did a good job of thinking of what was fall appropriate with it, because everything was kind of warm tones and whatnot. I went with this one, which is Taj Mahal, and it does look pretty good. I love that one pop of shimmer right there. Isn't that nice? So let me swipe a little bit on my hands. Ooh, I do like the silkiness of the feeling of it. I'm getting the shimmer like right over my knuckles, so it might not come through as well, but there is the swatches of it. It does look promising, I do have to say. I didn't go with the one that was as... I think one was like more brown tones or something, and then the other one, this was a little softer maybe, or more bold. I can't remember. I didn't see a lot of differences between the two palettes, but that's a nice little quad, but not one I would have gone for otherwise. But I know, I mean, NARS is really good to get, and some would probably be very excited to have NARS. All right, so the last one, which this was what I truly wanted, and then I think I'm happiest with the serum also. It's another Walter Baker. We always get Walter Baker purses. I like Walter Baker. Like, they're good quality, but it does seem like every time we get a bag or purse, it's always Walter Baker. That's usually what gets put in our box. Oh, it's kind of small. I think I remembered. I thought it was going to be small. It's a lot more brown than I was expecting. I thought it was going to be like a lighter tan cream color. That is very brown. That does not look like the same color brown. Look at that. Yeah, I feel like I was expecting a little more caramel color, maybe like light caramel color, not like brown. To be honest with you, that's probably okay, because, hi sweetie, I'm waking up Bruce again. He's like, Mom, you are so loud. I recently got a YSL purse, and it's kind of like a tan color, and it would be too much of like a match. Like, I'd probably rarely use this one because they'd look a lot alike in the color, at least, if it ended up being the color I thought it was going to be. Like, this is actually a color I don't have in my purses, so I might actually wear it more. Here is the purse. I tried to remove the plastic from it and all. You know, it's really cute. It's just not exactly what I was expecting. I thought it was going to be a different color, I think. So, you know, little handle here. Now, They did put little straps inside, so we can also attach straps to it. So whichever way you would want to wear it. And before I go to put the straps on, you have these little things on the side so you can expand it or bunch it up. And there you have it. So either wear it, you know, almost like a crossbody on you, or, you know, just carry it with the handle. So I love that option. I think it's pretty cute. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like a Birkin, but not. Some folks were like, what? When I said that, I don't know, just the flap over part, but I think I just have been waiting for so long that I'm like, okay, it's nice, but yeah, and it's not quite as big as I think I was picturing too. I know they have a picture in front of a model in there, but you don't know until you get it in person. So it's cute, but I think if I had the chance to skip, I would have, I think, for this quarter. It just wasn't my favorite box personally. All right, now let's try tying the scarf to the purse and see how that looks. I'm not really that good at tying scarves either, or the bandana, excuse me. So we'll see how that goes. That might be really cute. Yeah, oh, I didn't do it right. Okay, maybe that way. I'm gonna have to play around with how to tie it the right way. See, it doesn't even, it's almost too short to really, I don't know. I may have to adjust the tie on it. Okay, there we go. Maybe that's it. I don't know. So, what am I doing in the future with Curateur? I'm just gonna let you know this is my last box. And I've heard, you know, others critique the box and feel it's very overpriced and all of that, and there's been problems with it. I think I was just so drawn to the newness of the box, how different it was from some of the others I did, and the high-end styling pieces and whatnot. But first of all, just was not feeling this box. And I feel like for the price that you were paying, for $125, whew, I better love it, you know, and I don't love it. So I think if there was an option to skip on this box, I would probably stay subscribed. But since I can't skip and I don't feel like the little credit they give you is really an option for me, because it's just, there's not always that many pieces in the store I'm interested in. And if they are, they're just way more than the price of this box, like I said. I think also this is the second time that they've had a shipping delay where it was just taking forever. And it's already such a long process on this box. They really time their quarters the wrong way, I think. The other boxes that are quarterly like this, they come in like, you know, August for fall. So you're still like on the end of summer for the next season. And then that way you have your box like for the whole quarter for that season. But the Curateur box comes like towards the end usually anyway, or it's like in the middle of it. By the time you get your box, you're halfway through your season and you're not able to enjoy it anymore, in my opinion. Like I'm already thinking about winter now. So like the fall pieces, I'm trying to enjoy a few more weeks of fall, but it's time for the holidays. You know what I mean? So, and by the way, they do have the winter box premiering already and you can make your choices, but I have already canceled. So you won't be seeing more Curateur from me. You know, maybe I'll go back to it at some point. I'm just not feeling it at the moment. You know, it's already kind of late. And then if you have a really long shipping delay like this one, then it's really, really late. And then I just wasn't feeling it, and it's so expensive. So I think if it was priced better, or I might be willing to still pay the price if I have the chance to skip on months that I don't like, like this one. So I feel like I kind of wasted $125. Because I'm probably not, I don't know. The NARS is all right, but I don't tend to go for non-cruelty free items. So I'm not sure how much I'm going to use it. I'll use the serum. I will try to tie this to my purse. Maybe I'll use it, but that'll be it. The necklace is pretty. I just have a lot that are similar to this already too. And that style of earrings just weren't really my style. They're nice for like dressing up maybe, but that would be about it. So yeah, I just, no. So it was pretty much the purse and the serum for me. Sorry about the kind of negative review. Just sharing my thoughts, and that this will probably be my last Curateur box for a while. And I have been sort of paring down on my boxes because I do a lot of subscription boxes here and I cover spoilers and unboxings and then reviews and try-ons on a lot of them. And so I get overwhelmed by it all sometimes and the deadlines on everything. And so I have been trying to kind of pare down to which ones are the priority. And I'm at that point where I don't feel like this is one of the priority ones for me. But you never know. I might bring it back in the future if things, I'll keep an eye on how the spoilers look sometimes, and I could re-sign up eventually. But anyway, if you do like to see more of that, the subscription boxes, curations and reviews, style and beauty, all of the above, you'll want to stick around here and pop the subscribe, and I will catch you guys all in the next one. Bye.